Welcome back to another episode of Legend of Motherfucker Coming. And it's a beautiful morning today. We talking about ASAP Rocky and this potential charge that they trying to give this man. ASAP Rocky prosecutors say they got him on a video with a gun in his hand before an alleged shooting. Now this shooting that's supposed to be alleged is from one of his fake former friends, right? And we know how that happens. You grow up in the neighborhood, everybody broke, they start hustling, they sell drugs, they start rapping, they get a rap deal, one of us make it, we bring the rest of us along. Then when we bring the rest of us along, we start to find out that these motherfuckers that was been around us in this environment that we coming up in ain't shit. They not our friends. This was just friends of circumstances. You know, snakes in the grass just because we was in poverty together. Soon as I started getting a bunch of money and thinking that the broke people I was around when I was broke is real, it comes out because they don't have the kind of money I got. And even if I'm breaking them off and giving them some money, the hatred still comes because people going to say, well, you should break your friends off. People break their friends off. And it doesn't work. It doesn't help. Only a true friend when you get rich that you break off will understand if they fuck that money off, that they don't get all these extras. The rest of them, they take the shit like you owe them something. Like they helped you make it. That's just like somebody saying, you got that job. I helped you got that job. If it wasn't because of me, you wouldn't have worked them hours that you worked. You wouldn't have completed that shift. Get the fuck out of here. Stop. Anyway, potentially huge development in the ASAP Rocky assault case. Prosecutors just showed what they claim is a video of him holding a gun before allegedly shooting former fellow mob member ASAP Rocky. Now the video was played in the LA courtroom Monday afternoon, and prosecutors say that Rocky in the clip holding a gun doing a physical altercation. This video kind of looks like AI. You can't really see who this is. They have on all black ski masks and everything. I've seen a lot of people not get charged with crime because of this type of pictures, these type of videos. Well, the prosecution saying that they have evidence on you, but they can't clearly define who you are in the picture. Now, the only way they can give him this charge is if they can put him in that place at that time without an alibi and put the picture together. Now, LAPD Detective Frank Flores took the stand and testified cops obtained the video during the course of their investigation. The prosecution also showed still photos from the footage to bolster their claim as ASAP Rocky with a gun. Now, one thing I can say, one of the videos before they actually showed the person with the gun looks like ASAP Rocky, which is Rihanna's baby daddy. Yeah, y'all remember Rihanna? The one that Chris Brown smacked fire on and had her eye black and made the news. She moved on to another entertainer. Anyway, Rihanna's baby daddy was in court as prosecutors made their case against him wearing a dark blue shirt, black glasses, and a black face mask, remaining stoic throughout the explosive testimony against him. Now, prosecutors also played a separate clip of what they say are 2 gunshots, though there's no video of the alleged shooting itself. Relly claims Rocky shot his hand. This how you know this is a case about money. Y'all, now, everybody listening to this show from all races and all creeds. So a lot of people that listen to my show are not from the black neighborhood with all the bullshit. But one thing that you do know from listening and paying attention to the entertainment world is that when people supposed to be your friend and an altercation happen where y'all get into it, if it wasn't about money, then it wouldn't be a money grab. This is about money. This man was on some shit like, because they haven't shown, evidence that the man got shot in the hand. This is this man, I feel like, coming to him like, look, nigga, break me off. You don't fuck with me no more. You done kick me out the group. You give me some money, or I'm going to make up a charge. Now, the police body cam video was also shown in the court, and it shows at least 7 officers arriving at the scene of the alleged shooting and canvassing for evidence. They never found the weapon. Ain't that strange? Now, okay, real criminals that's really trying to get away, not going to leave the weapon in the way. Now, Rels claims that he had beef with Rocky leading up to the alleged incident, and he testified Rocky put a gun to his stomach during the heated exchange. Relly previously testified Rocky didn't shoot right then and there, instead claiming the bullet started flying shortly after they separated. He says Rocky took off running and left him on the street after firing about 4 shots. Now, the cops didn't find no shell casings. That's what's so amazing about this, because you already know these little motherfuckers ain't shooting revolvers. They're using automatics. And when you shoot an automatic, the shell jumps out each time you shoot. So usually, that's how cops end up finding out who did something. Even if they don't have the people there at the time. The bullet is a motherfucker, especially with fingerprints. Now, I'm just curious to know why wasn't no shells on the ground. So you mean to tell me he shot 4 times and somebody ran up and picked up the shells off the ground? Boy, you niggas be making history when y'all trying to get paid. A broke nigga that ain't shit, that was your friend, that's watching you thrive, ain't shit. Now, he came back to the scene later that night and recovered a pair of 9mm shells. Now, how you come back to the scene that night, but the police didn't find the shells? So this nigga, he's a super cop. You are more smarter and more advantageous. What is the word? You are more catered to find shells than a police department? And who does that? Who gets shot and come back looking for shells? That right there show you that that's the bullshit right there. This nigga is trying to get paid for real. Now, Rocky's lawyers grilled the man over this claim, asking, how could you easily find casings when the cops could not? Exactly. Now, no fingerprints was recovered from the shell casings that really provided. This nigga went and got some damn empty shell from a gun he done shot and took it to the police. But this is the shit that we living in right now. The same people we see on the screen talking about they gangsters, gang. They'll shoot up the block. They ain't gonna snitch. Look what they doing. White people, stop thinking everybody black in the hood is real niggas. They will tell just like y'all would tell. It's all right. We're gonna talk about crypto for a minute. Now I know some of y'all might don't be interested in crypto, but I am. We gotta keep up with the new trend. If you don't, we will be lost in time, people. So if you're 50 years old and you're like, why is he talking about AI? I don't know nothing about that shit. That artificial intelligence shit that you seeing on your screen, sliding through your phone, you better pay attention. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. So what better not to be knowledgeable about it than to be lost? So listen up. They got 505 open AI employees threatening to quit and call on the board to resign over Sam Altman's firing. Now, Sam Altman is one of the high-ranking motherfuckers that was with this company, OpenAI. They fired him. And after they fired him, the employees are so loyal to this man, they going to leave and go wherever he go. I wonder why did they look up to him so much compared to the other people that's on the board. Now, hundreds of OpenAI staffers are calling for the resignation of the ChatGPT company's board and threaten to quit themselves. After a tumultuous weekend that began with the surprise ouster of CEO Sam Altman and ended with Altman being hired by Microsoft. That's one thing that I respect about rich, powerful, smart, intelligent Caucasians. When they get fired from another job, they get hired at a better job for more pay. That's an American dream right there. Not getting fired from Federal Express and then demoting yourself to McDonald's. No, it's getting fired from McDonald's and then going on to Amazon. You know, an extra $4, $5 more with less pressure. Now, in the letter obtained by CNN, the more than 500 employees accused the OpenAI board of mishandling Altman's firing, failing to provide sufficient evidence for claims that Altman had not been candid with the board and negotiating in bad faith with the company's executive leadership. Now, they saying that the man was using bad judgment and all type of shit. But the employees are like, we are unable to work for or with people that lack competence or care for our mission. They also warned that they will follow Altman to Microsoft, where he is now working. Yes, he left the AI company and went on to Microsoft, because he could teach Microsoft a little something about this artificial intelligence that he's really, really familiar with. Now, they saying they'll follow him to Microsoft unless the board resigns and reinstates Altman and Greg Brockman, the former OpenAI president, who was also removed by the board on Friday. Now, among the signatories is Myra Murati, who as recently as Friday has been named by the board as Altman interim successor, as well as Ilya Sugiver, an OpenAI's co-founder, chief scientist, and board member who have been widely reported as having played a role in Altman's dismissal. Now, Murati's promotion has been superseded by the appointment of incoming interim CEO Emmett Shear, the 40-year-old co-founder of the live streaming company Twitch. Follow the money. Do y'all see these words in these companies that I'm naming? Twitch, Microsoft, OpenAI. People with a lot of money are buying up everything. They damn near gonna own everything. And guess what they doing? They owning a lot of these big social media platforms that you and I love to get on. Now they buying up the AI so they can combine the shit together. Oh man, I don't know what time we finna be living in. I just want to be on top of and be aware of what this AI shit is all about. Because they saying that people are gonna be able to call you sounding like your family member, your kids, your job, your bank, and con you out of money without you knowing, because the voice is going to be so to the T. You're not going to know if this is the AI or the real person or not. It's going to catch you off guard. Like, for instance, they're saying there's going to be circumstances like this here. You get a call from your child. I broke down on the highway, cash out me $140. I got to get a tire and got to get the car towed. You're going to send them money. They're going to be able to call from a number that looks identical to your child number and the exact voice. So by the time you done sent the money and all that, then that's when you find out. When you talk to your child and you call them an hour or two later or the next day, you never called me back. Did you get the money? Did you get your car fixed? And you find out, I ain't never called you. Mom, what are you talking about? Dad, what are you talking about? And then they like, well, you called me the other day and you said your car broke down. I cashed out you $150. The artificial intelligence robot called you and beat you out of $150. That's how cold that this artificial intelligence could be. Now, it's used for good things too. Things like if you're trying to edit something, you're trying to make a quick review about something, it can basically write it up for you. But you still have to go through it and proofread it and check it and make sure everything is right and the spelling is right and the words is pronounced correctly, because artificial intelligence has not gotten to the point to where it's perfect. And when you're dealing with computers, it never will be perfect. Okay, last but not least, the last segment of the show today, we talking about the Latin Grammys of 2023. And the Latinos stole the show, sweeping all awards. Oh! The 24th edition of the Latin Grammys will bring together some of the biggest names across Latin music and some new faces that will vie for the award for the best new artist. Now, this time the event isn't taking place in Las Vegas. Instead, it will be hosted in Sevilla, Spain. Now, I ain't even know until I did my research, but I love Hispanic and Latin people and other cultures so much that when I seen this story, I said, I got to put them on the map. Yeah, because the world and CNN, they not trying to recognize the beautiful, cultures. But anyway, I'm representing this shit. I'm representing and bringing to the world that we actually have a Latin Grammys. Yeah. Now, not long after scoring Best Urban / Fusion Performance for QG with Colombian comadre Karol G, the inimitable diva Shakira flexed her star power once more. Spanish text boy be damned and was awarded with Song of the Year. Karol G claimed another highly coveted trophy, Album of the Year. Her 2023 LP, Manana Sarah Benito, which was the first Spanish language album by a woman to go number one on the U.S. Billboard 200, beat out an arsenal of Latin Grammy veterans, Camilo, Natalia Lafourcade, Andres Cepeda, Ricky Martin, Juanes, Fito Paz, Carlos Vivas, Paula Arenas, and Pablo Albarán. As a result, this year Latin Grammys makes a rare alignment where women, all Latinas, claim all four general categories. The women are taking over. The women are not just taking over in America, they're taking over all the world, and I'm proud of them. I'm glad that women are winning and making an example. Because for so long, we had a lot of unconfidence, weak men that would always saying women couldn't do this and they couldn't do this. Now they running this shit like they supposed to be. They staking their claim. Now Karol G, she won all type of awards. To come to America and be able to get number one on the Billboard chart, that means she's topping other musicians. She's talented. She's talented. Shouts out to the Latin Grammy Awards in 2023 and the Latinas still in the show. Okay, this is the part of the show where I gotta let you go. You should be at work right now doing something with your life. You should be motivated, sipping you some tea, sipping you a smoothie, or eating a banana. And I ain't talking about the ding-a-ling that your man got. I'm talking about the fruit. Peel it back and get that, get that energy in you, that natural energy. Stop drinking that Red Bull with the bull semen in it. That ingredient called taurine, look it up if you think I'm lying. You're drinking bull nut. Get some real energy so you can carry on throughout the day and out the week. Anyway, do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, Nico.